Okay, everyone. Now YouTube متوجه لك لندن كم تلمود لما عندي program لنا so we are live now. Thank you شكرا ناتات. Thank you for the positive comment. Possibly yeah confidence كأخ متسخليو. زعما killer body خالو ما عندي سيدات ليناتا إذا عملت زي أشياء تري كوينة أنا نبلا لهم. So yes it could help. Yeah. You're doing great sister. Thank you تبعت زي أخذت سؤالني بزمت إخو مالهم. Welcome everybody. بس ولعي أكلني أكلتين مهارة له تكنيك مسكالكو بخلتي لايف كناتينا. نحججن بحدينا خناتو نخل. Welcome تبعت ريكم مالهم خلاتكم بيوتيوب تمسز لهم. لايك هندا قبركم اتو لايك مالت حضركم وعلكم مالتي بنهنا أنك. So شركة أيتحمايكم نخلو تسبت. Welcome everybody. Sorry night TikTok سبت. We have to go. أب يوتيوب دهلك لندن متيهم join قبرنا. Love you so much. I'll see you later. Na YouTube سبت. قال حمد أخوم. Hi honey. What's the topic؟ لو ما عندي topic motivationy. نايبة حكي life experience اللي هو حفتنا متقلكم الله حابي إيه الله بتحت الإشي سقع نجمر. لو ما عندي هانك أوي لتتطبخوا كستايو. ناتا channel كله اللي هو ناتا program كله اللي هو لو ما عندي دحرزي كلاتكن أف ناتا يوتيوب أو داتكم ما والدكم فالو كتقبروا تسفاي قبر. بزح كابا هنكسبو نخل نجار سلازلو أنا already I feel like just watching ناتا channel رايب مرأيسي so much positive energy تسمعني so كلاتكم فالو قبروا أيهم إرتويت حافتنا صوم فالو بموارد تتابعوا السخاء بقبري خم يجركم هيواتكم كم تغيروا كافت ساعة تأمط الأخرى إنها مالتي بعلى نفس أخت الله ليات إني حلاقن كم تلمود كله زد اللي انتهيو أبز channel زين إحنا نقبره دخونا نجار علال نتقوتها يو توم بروفيشنالات أفتناتهم أوفيس كيتكم تحديتكم مم أتي بروفيشنال دخونا أدفايس كبوهم زخلو أبز نقبره نجارات نخنزنا قاع نخن مع عدينا زخونا نجار أبز نزارب ولو نجار من البعض كنت تنون لحد ليهم كأن بروفيشنالات حديتكم كنت قبروا نماخر أبزي انترفيو قبر كله أنا دزارب قالت أنا حلف إنه توصلوا خالص بزارب خالص بحلف إنه توصلوا جن كل جزء سابق عنك أفنك جاجنس لازغ كل جزء كونش لنا وسيدنا أتحكي نكبر حناس زخونة حسابات حناس زخونة نقفي تخنهب نخل جن تمتصرف تقلق أبز جزاي فك أدنيو مستعرفوا ويدخلنا نجار نيجاتيف نجار necessary زي كنا مستعرفوا بلوك ويك remove سلزلو تنقلنا بالينا I love you so much thank you for coming حجخ أنا قاشنا خطوائية she looks like a sunlight or is it how do I do this okay add أي technology plus بس خلقي welcome شكورينا you look so beautiful welcome سمرت حفتي thank you for coming I really appreciate it عد ما يخبرك بمتاخي بتعمي يزو حقوس ربي شكي I know I send her message are you coming when you coming but thank you for really not excited قبلك بمتاخ عد ما بتعمي يزو مسكنكي how's your day how are you
Hi Lynn. Hi everyone. كلكم ما كله عالم زلهم حواتي. صبوا الله. Thank you so much. It's an honor. نبهاكي. بتعمي مسكنكي. Invite قبركني to share my story. And I love. بتعمي admires قبركي because girl.
thank you I appreciate it means a lot to me thank you Semrat
It's beautiful sunny San Diego. I went for a walk at the beach and and here I am. I'm my favorite
that's
show.
why you look like a sun yourself you look like you're glowing we're out here in London it's like rain and
Aww.
anyway
You gotta visit California in wintertime. You gotta come visit me. You stay
I know
with me.
you guys have like always sunny isn't it كل جديد صحيو
San Diego, honestly, it's so beautiful. We have, don't get me wrong, we have a little bit of rain, but it's the majority. It's a beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm glad we're jealous. I'm jealous of people. أكال أنا عني weather nice أبيزا أنا عني عندهم دحت صحي كوين ويقلا it's just like anyway thank
Yeah.
you for coming so سمرت حفتي
Yes.
who are you I know you I've stalked you I watched your YouTube I know a lot about you but من مخانكن إيش تينزوم نحنا جايش ناتك أجايش كون يوم كالي جيزة نفسخ الله ين please thank you
Thank you so much. ሽመይ ስምረት ርእሶም ይበሃል ኣብ ሳንዲየጎ ካሊፎርኒያ ከዓ ይቕመጥ ኣብ ኣሜሪካ ማለት እዩ ብስፖርት ኮይኑ ከዓ ባዲ ቢልዲንግ ፕሮፌሽናል ዝሰርሕ ሓንቲ ጓል ኣንስተይቲ ካብ ኤርትራ ማለት እዩ I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner, you know, I'm a
Yes.
friend.
The boss.
So
Yes.
enough about me. That's it.
Thank you. Bodybuilder, I don't know زم حواتنا قربتي English كلا نديم دبنا حسب bodybuilder مالت ريخم ما تخونيخم سلخ تقعد حرون كستاي كبلي أفتكستاي كتوه خفتني bodybuilder نفس حانيت قرص زريو كاو عينتها
Yeah.
والد يعني أتراب بخومي أتفلت أدلا. So I would say you are very healthy. We will talk about that a little bit later. But so سمرت شكر أبي أتراخ توليد كنو أبي أتراخ أبي.
Oh, yes.
So
أبي
قول كني عملت كلام بس if you don't mind.
13 أمريكا متى.
Okay على سلسة so you know أنا عندنا culture أب كتما ولا كاب كتما وتسعي
بعد توليدين بعد 10 سنين
أسي
كمان دفرة is like a few, it's not far from Mandafara, it's called Adigaul, so a small village. That's where I grew up. That's where I was born.
Amazing. So نيشتك اللي ما تيجي حجوخ you're a bodybuilder. It's incredible. Like you know رأي فلتني رأيت قالن city bodybuilder I've never seen one, so it's very inspiring. You know أنا منيرة نكو أبي أترى أخجر ما كسي عند من يتبهل نيرو محمد جيم نيرو بيأترى قال فلوت شم نيرو
There's
رسيا.
a guy. I met him. There's a guy that did that.
It did, and he opened a gym, right? And I wanted to go a lot of people
Yep,
comes
yep.
there. So it's amazing to see someone actually. But يحكيوش تصرحيو زلخي. So it's الله والد كله أب تيك توك درا أخوان بيل دقبرا جلسي interest to أنا سنع خفالو كجبرا خلا يعني كباخ خمارا خلا.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
amazing.
I think that's part مش خلنا is good in bodybuilding. They the topic inspired Hohen. It's like what does that look like for you? You know?
Yes.
If you enjoy it, if you love it, absolutely. And I love it. The kind of theory and TikTok, you of social media, it makes me so happy because it's just that's my dream. That's my ultimate dream to see everyone just, you know,
live their
involved.
dream.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah.
أنا أتكحل مخت نبريت الولد أنا جر it doesn't matter what it is a bodybuilder or whatever it is yeah and I think أفتح حدا نات كدفوت هو نجر بتعمل السحابة النجر تنات كي channel بتعمل بزعبة positive energy كم يجر كاب positive تغون كم يجر كاب هيوت كاتدمع إذا هو لقن كاب يمت you how did you become like this how did you even begin to want to do this
well to be honest even بنشتي كله I don't know are we doing English تقرينيا
let's try تقرينيا صور أنا خافي English كما يجركي خين أبزا آتيخي كما يجركي خس عدت وليدك ولا عسى سلست عمت ما تيخسي بخما يخي إذا جرن إذا جمير كيو.
So when I moved to America, this is a subject that I won't go into in detail, but America so I grew up with my white family, you know, after so part is maybe don't get me wrong, I was never always like this person that I am today. Obviously, there's a growth that comes with a person because you start discovering who you are, you know, in general. But my love of I was always curious. Does it make sense? I want to know or how do I change? How do I grow? I always have that drive. Even when I was about you know, I was always that girl. Like mom would always remind me now, comes to governor, used to do this, used to do so I felt like maybe it stems from my mom. She's never really I was always gonna do it anyways. I was that person. Like why not? You know? So maybe part is that she always mom support you know, because even oh mommy that was me. You know, before I even knew manifestation, positive مخان انتايو تبقى محلام كيف لو تخلوها بعد تخلوه I remember specifically recently تزاري بنالو مسمى مالتيو بعد نيرنا سنمن فران خيد نيرنا قدم بإجرنا إنا نخيد نيرنا it was luxury to have a car like in her making because I mean, you know, that was
Yeah,
my
بقري
experience.
أقري أي taxi.
Yeah.
Autobus. Yeah.
Sports, you know. So
Mm.
I remember I was very active, very hyper in it. I still feel like I'm hyper, but anyways, and I stopped my mom. I was like, Mom, gaza من فرقاتنا. Mom, كم زي gaza مسعبه. Mommy, زي خمسة زي تحشن ما مريت أتصبط راحين you know. I would
Yeah.
always tell her, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm like, of course. وحق شعور جزيسي. She could have say, oh, like to break my spirit. بزح نقدر كتب نيرة ترديخني. But she always, she's never say you can't do this ترديخني. So maybe كاب mom تي steam ناتي self steam نمت كاب الدقي you know.
ملاخ كيسا ولا تكن يا تابعي عسك
Yeah.
ولا دي بالكن كلهم بقرخ إنها تقع عسك إنها توبس دي بالكن سي.
My mom, you know, Chaurigera Mogogo Sarihai Aviatna Taradihani. So we didn't have, she was like hardworking woman, Taradihani. So for her to have a home, now that I'm in as a mom, as wow. And then Shugizi, imagine, like that was a long time ago. So for her, that she's that person, by the way, you know. So I feel like covered the air to self-esteem even from
Yeah.
the beginning. And then مسمت أهو أب أمريكا وتعب her بزي ما مسمت أهو حجز النخبة that confident helped me to develop it, you know. كل جزء road على مش it's normal again. At the end it helps you survive. So I felt like my mom
أديخ
credit.
أمينة الكسلة خونت my mother believed me. I think it's important أديخ نحت أمنك خونا قول عخونك خمسة قبل الكي خمسة ديبل كن كلخن جزاء
Yeah.
مرتي حط كنت مرت خلا خسي كلا قالت
Yes.
تفلك I spoke about this حنتو قول
Yeah.
عا
She
نقول
literally
you can shut them down, you can destroy their lives كابكم
oh
مسي
yeah.
كام جمورتس
Yeah.
أمينات الكي كي ولا حد يبلكس أمينات الكي yes you can do it, that's what
Yeah.
it meant to
Yeah.
you. So you were like
Yes.
I got it in me ولا بقى عد ما تغس you were like oh my god. I think that's
Yeah.
important. قول عد لك
To me, absolutely. I think to me she breathed like life in my life. And I know, you know what, that I have to just to give you a perspective of my mom. I now تردي إن حجي مع الخندي struggle جيرا. Again كنا عب خلنا she was بتعمي she was fun joke تنقرنا أمي نادي ناقة لخيني بل you know there was a struggle in real life back home back in, you know, like I I remember እንታይ ዝበሃል ጌራ መፅያ እንዳሰብ ሰሪሓ መፅያ እንታይ ሞ ዝበሃል በረኻ ከይዶም ወፊራ መፅያ
وفير أنا يسب جرات.
yes no way instead of ገንዘብ they gave her ሓሩጭ ሂቦማ okay so she came home and she made bread for us but it was only ክልተ ዓበይቲ ኣሕዋት ኣለዋ and it's four of us so my mom it was enough for the Celestina. She didn't eat. I remember this. I'll never forget. She had coffee bean. But do you know what? That changed my mind. I was like, there's no way. Like, and I remember after that we were having so much fun that I never understood that my mom had to struggle to raise us because she was feel of positive energy. My mom is so positive, like honestly, like I know she's my mom, but she literally exudes that in our life. And so we used to laugh. I remember there was a moment in our lives that the أركلو كينو نهدم نيرنا نبرخ إنا نهدم نيرنا you know so one night Gazana it was bombing Gazana bomb حلف نيرو جي معت لتشي تولعت Gazana from the missile كحلف كله you know فرحنا أثبتنا أتسحقت لنا I farted out of scare you know later كان سحق حديرنا like at a place and so for me my mom had literally it's been my rock in a way to the woman that I am today is because of her so I felt like all of that is because of her so it has
also taught you about positivity I think سام هيراتكي بزعبا صبوق محسابن صبوق من ناين ولا تدي بالله جيزي بصحة energy ناي positive energy ساعة مسرته هباتكي ساعة عنده Wow,
Yes.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
حاجة اختريا خلق هيوات كسي الساخو متى تقبرسي you wouldn't have survived many things. الساخ survived
Oh
تقبركيو.
my God, so many things حاجزين مالتي. أمريكا مثل ما تقص I have faced a lot of challenges. بزح نجارات كنت حامي بحمل مخنيات kidney stone أتصل شوعة عمل تساقية تجمع يماني kidney 3% راح يتسرح because I had so many surgery that it damaged my kidney. So, but there were so many struggles. Michelle, like you go through so
قد
much in
مكة.
life. Again, I had her in my spirit, you know. I had كل ጊዜ, when I talked to her, she just breathed life in me. Even I feel like I can't survive it, you know. So it definitely.
إذا point زمس أخياسي is so important مغنياتو أنت نقبر مسيلكي دقزاء نقراتنا عندك أنا نهبهم كنا بوم ندلي درئة نقراتنا نهبهم ندلي أتى عالم survive كقبل زحق زوم قن أتي emotional well-being وناتو ناي
Oh, no,
دقي ما
what?
تسي خيدي يا خداني ما
Yeah.
تسي خيد هافتي ما تسي خيد تعنا وني ما تسي خيدي أتي emotional أتي state of mind قن أتي ذهبت كنا عغس قناتيا ورك أو قناتيا أسيرات الكي
Yeah.
like
بحكي
نقول لخد قط ميو مالتي you know أيها لخم خلي أيها لخم جنزب ولا تقي تحلف بلا علسي بتناتا فقر
Yeah.
كراس عبعباتكي so you survived that's why you survived that's why you're like
I-
honestly
so
mom's love is the most I always say this أنا أدي أنا خمخي هلا معلتي نركني أدي أنا تي power دك أنا ستيوم متحبة دك أنا جزانا بقى office نيرو like you know women my dad used to say دا فتح حد يزجزان دا تبع أساد يزجزاي دبنيرو because تعرق سب تبع أسو تملسن you know
love.
كم بحر نيرو يا أني سند درب أنا من أرجع وبتخص يعني نيرو جزانا دك أنا ستيو يسوق وانت أني سند أنت متسن جزان أنت ملسن she had this kind of كسائن نجار so أدي إيرتراوي تعدسي it's power ناتا يو زخلو إيرتراوي أب success بس إحنا مزحته مسديو كسايز نبوري فورنا يدينا يو drive دقبرنا جن كمديتات كلها I feel like زي أزبل كيا point عباي point يعني ولاركا نايد بالله يكون ندليو نايلبو نايدليو so that's very important.
Because that's why I mean I don't remember. I can't tell you, but what I remember is that's what I really genuinely remember. The struggle that she went through so much, but she never showed us.
Yeah.
She just I don't know. Yeah, so
He showed you
absolutely.
how to life is like, you know, doesn't matter what it is, you can always be positive. I think that's why your videos now make sense. Maniatu, Mr. Ahohi, I've been doing, you know, meditation, yoga, and positive, you know, affirmations and stuff. But you like literally, you are the embodiment of that in your, you know, Afnatki programs. So I really love it, you
Yeah.
know, how excited it is. Hiji, حطوا حتى معناته you practice this you live this. Let's say
Yes.
someone had a sub أي رخبن إذا نحن رخبني أنا أدي فقري support أنا هو الدق كله أنا أدي دمسي دمتني that's why I don't fall you know نما لو سب أدي خاب بخيت مرت أمنيخا you grow up with someone negative سخونو drama toxic سخونة how will you say someone how would you advise them to practice this positivity.
زياسي عباي question and I love it. سلمتي كم زدبلكيو كلنا we don't have that. There's always something in my life. There's always something that is missing, even though I have my mom. ترجعني. So like for practicing, come ولاديسي is one of the hardest thing, by the way. No matter كفء ولاديها ديو تبغ ولاديها, it's hard because our DNA is connected to that person. Number one كبل دخل قدامي كبل دخل is forgiveness. Practice for يغرى مبال. Not physical because number one to انت build كتقبل خوين كان هيوتك انت حكت مرح خوين كا lack of something is you have to number one forgive yourself and forgive that person that hurt you. Why? When you release that negative energy when it comes to them, you now feel sorry for that person because you know that they can't give you what they don't have. Maybe your mom and dad or if it is like from a toxic point of view or from death is different, right?
No,
Let's say toxic and حركوينه ولادي خان تحب تعمل as you رقم سب جو قلمتات and حركوينه.
بقوخ عنا دي بلوخ ونخيل يا.
There's so many. So what I would say is number one, we can only نفسنا عندنا control كنقدر نخل because even though you're ولادنا you could physically you can't do that. the only thing ክትገብሮ ዘለካ is ንነብስኻ ክትቅይር. Number one is to recognize within yourself የቕረይታ ክትሓትት to forgive that person so that way you can move on. ተረዲእኽኒ? And then ንነብስኻ ሽዕኡ within yourself you have to say, you know what, it's not your choice. ናትኪ choice ኣይኮነን, ናትካ choice ኣይኮነን. ተፈጢርካ ካብዚ ሰብ እዚ ተፈጢርካ ካብዚ ሰብ እዚ. ስለዚ you are your own individual. boundary ክትገብር ነቲ ሰብቲ እቲ ደሕመካ, you know, the people who hurt you is people that I know how they hurt you. So ወለድኻ they know your emotional state. مش እንታይ እንታይ ዘሕመክ ስለዝፈልጡ they can. So therefore heal ንክትገብር ወዲ ሰብ ኮይንካ ንበይንኻ isolate ክትህወለካ ነብስኻ ማለት እዩ. Away from that situation. You know, እስኻ እንታይ እዩ ንነብስኻ ሂል ክትገብር ነቲ ነብስኻ recognize ጌርካ, why do I feel hurt by this person? እንታይ ጎዲልካሲ you have to work on yourself. You know, forgiveness ኩሉ ግዜ ዝብል ንዓኻ እምበር ነቲ ሰብ ኣይኮነን. ዋላ ወላዲኻ forgive ክትገብረለካ
ይቕረ ምግባርሲ ንነብስኻ እዩ.
Yes, ንነብስኻ እዩ. Because እቲ energy, እቲ negative energy ተሰኪምካ ናይቲ ሰብቲ تخيل versus you let it go. تريتيخاني because either way كحمك أيو. أنت حرت تسكيم كايو.
حمك أيو.
Why do you want to carry that person?
Yes, absolutely. To forgive though. Yeah, if you can make it specific, sometimes, you know, to forgive انت مثلا نتصب مسؤول ننبر مسؤول نتعاوت نقرب مثلا. Forgive means for me to understand. It's سبس عقمو خمزي بلو خمز بالكيو. تزجبر كاسي عقمو خويني جرو موني دنقاس أي سماعك عمو to God follow. قد مسو hang out تجبر مالتها يكونن sometimes, you know.
Not at all. It's equivalent. Like you just forgiveness مالتكو allowing yourself to like remove yourself from that situation. كتنفسها خاطئها. You gotta let it go and able for you to heal. Because if you just allowing that person, you say, I forgive you, but yet you're just banging your head over and over again because that person is not changing yet. So they're going to do the same thing they've been doing. It's just their personality. You never know how a lot of people have been through so much trauma that they feel like, trauma they know ብዙሕ ነገራት ስለለዎም, but the only opportunity you have is to change yourself. So for that, you have to let it go. The fact that one, you can't change them. You want them to be the parents you want them. It's not your fault. Exactly. You know, you can't fight. كنمرض አይንኸልና መንጽና ነብዛ ዓለም. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. So if you know, you're dealt with something, then you move on. How do you heal from here? Can we get هيوتك غير انت عينت boundary خلوان لو you have to have boundary. If somebody doesn't, you know, respect you, if somebody doesn't love you, doesn't give you what you want, then you have to have boundary. أقداس يكون مختبر, you know, so that you can heal yourself.
I think I agree. بتقولي يعني إيش تيس break down كجبرة وخلوه مالتي. قال نتسألني أنا you're doing great. أنت هتقول لاسي مشالو تو أنا سبس ولا دي خاديو family خاديو صدرا خاديو أين مرت عنينا. حجو أنا نستنى أبنت مبزحتنا نفعت motivate تجبرة كادخ تلو كاتخل أبودي ويا دخ أمل أخكاز الصبر كخل وكخل. نسون تايو خينو خو مزقبر نعيز ملكت نشتك ولا زحلفو نسون زتما حلال فترة ما خو نخلي أم نفسه زي سر حسب جن كل جزء نعخا خاسي كخلو ولا دهنا عند حدا أخوين sometimes you know it's conflicting you to emotion you can still love them and recognize نفتخ يوم كلها أتزها سيوخا أنزا ويش زور كارلو أنزا بمللاي نوعهم كتحد قولهم تخلي خا عقمو مثل زخنة عند حدا يتغير جن كهاسيو خاص لزخونو أبقى عزخا خاب رحق إلكا ولا بفيزيكال نحدي تخلكون كبي إيموشنال خاب رحق إلكا عقمو مخانفة كاسي كتحد قلهم تخيلي خيات بالله لا عند حد يكلم كأ ننفس غير خاتم محراز اللخا عند كل جزء تنتين كايوجن نعخاق أنزخ فترة الكاس لزغوني. So let's say that you do that.
Well said.
How do you create positive enforcements in yourself after that? Who do you latch to? I mean, like parents are really important. نح parent نازي حجزونا نزم سرحكا. How do you find something to motivate you? تودق كلها ستساق أنا قرسي أنت كتفتح.
Well, number one, abhiwate, exabihir da'amen, you know? So for me, spirituality, it's exabihir, you know, because you're spiritually connected to the higher being, amlach, whatever that is, not faith na would so you do that because it fills you in the gap that you don't have from some sort of emotional attachment. مش ولادي خاديو تبعي خاديو دك خادي كلمة تفرادي emotional. So first, spirituality, you have to have that connection to whatever it is. طبعاً العالسي, like who is higher that you look up to? Example, whatever, Allah, Buddhism, whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah, just not
As far,
have faith كابخان لعلي حياة الأبون
yeah,
كل جزء yeah.
absolutely. So for me, that's what it is God, Xavier, right? And the second thing is, I always say this, you cannot choose a family. ولدنا اليوم حواتنا اليوم كن مرصو ما ينخلينا. That's just what's given to us, right?
Yeah.
But you can choose the people you allow in your life. For example, محازتك,
Yes.
circumstances. And كم شعور انتايو, it allows you expand تقبر. Usually family كل جزء criticize قبل كان دحر كوينو, because they watch you grow up, they watch you, they develop, so they're just pouring in you, so therefore you have to create your own avatar. I call it avatar. Natska he with bubble mality, a little bubble. سخانتايو محازتك نعخا circle support دقبرخا mentor كأني أجداسي mentor كبلك خلوه حدا سب look up تقبرو عابي نجر تدفع I don't know mentor.
شعبو سبت تبلو سب كمزي خوني موتيفيت دقبرك كاسب yeah.
Yes, it's really key. America, it's like huge, right? I don't know about Adenalo, but I'm sure we have somebody that we look up. You know, allo mish. So usukantayu, it basically reflects it is sort of hasbiosi. What it makes sense. I support you because they give you the idea of maybe if you know, like the real idea of okay, and comes again, and comes again, truly from their heart support the Gabriel, you see. That means wait, not good that you or your circle have to be small. It's just too many things, you know. Keep it small, okay? You know that person is they'll give you the honest truth and also will push you to be your greatest. And they don't want anything from you but to help you succeed. Doesn't make sense.
They want to see you thrive. Yeah, it makes sense.
That's it. Is not mentor right?
I agree. أنا agree. أنت أتبع للاجن أنت هون تسمي عندك نزيات مستقصد بالكات تاع حاجة. وش تغا يحاوخات تسحبوا معينة سبات توكسيك يوم كونوا سحب توكسيك ليفلز لزلها مالتي. وش تخامس حاويت مرس سبات كأن نعخذ التوابع خيم. أبيك correct me if I'm wrong. أبيك نجاجو خينو سمع عن سب كل مرة كلنا نفعت زبلنا طلعنا ندلي. Sometimes a friend is honest. A friend will tell you the truth because a friend wants you to succeed. So when you are تجاجي خلق تجاجي اللي خطب لكي حماك تقبل لك حماك honest خوينات بلك جنت أمنلكي أمناتك تصبو greatness تأمن كم زعينة محازوت كتركب I think sometimes we have to be bold خنكونا لأن خوين سمعني you have to be bold to say
it's not good for you. You need to also self reflection زبها للغة أنا تنبس خاسي كتري أوس أجداسي number one قدامك المسا محاز على لما تعتمد يركا كتقيرو لك أتحساسبها أوكي أتحساسب أوكي انتاي كم عبلالني انتاي قد لني كعريد دلي بpersonality طبعي كميو أتحساسباي كمي انت عينت محازة يعني انت عينت حافتي so first نمجمريا we have to look within بوشتنا دلو خن عريد لنا okay it's a voice نحناس كنسمع لنا who am I من يعني like what makes me Semrat? What makes Dahalak? You know, what makes you sad? Why? What makes you happy? What makes you excited about life? What's the best thing about Dahalak? What is the best, you know, ties bahalki? But you, but you, are you a kind human being? Are you like easily do you dig deep? What triggered the why is this trigger me? Why do I feel that way? That you have a lot to work within yourself because reflection because you know that it's triggering you trauma
مالتي قلتي كتحرقت اللي خايا yeah
react to because كل ነገር ትሪኦ ሰምዓስ ብዛዕባ ጥራሕ ይመስለካ that means you know that means unhealed trauma they حوي قسلي
አለው ውሽጥኻ
you know wound አለው ማለት እዩ they حوي ትንክፍ ደበለ and then it comes up like a balloon that means self healing አገዳሲ እዩ ኩሉ ብዙሕ ሰብ trauma ኸይዱ ብተዓባብያ ድዩ environment ድዩ ሰብ ተኣምኖ they just so much تخيل ብዙሕ ነገራት ኣብ community ናህና especially diaspora ሲ ብዙሕ experience አለው እሱ እንታይ እዩ that's why ኩሉ ግዜ I'm so passionate about healing yourself
and I'm with you yeah we need it yeah
أجد so بوشتنا ማንም ሰብ ድሪኦ ኣይኮነን what I feel about me بوشتي أنا ጥራሕ ዝፈልጦ እሱ ከዓ ክንዕርዮ ኣለና so it manifests in the outside world you know ድሕሪ ኩሉ ግዜ ተስኢኻ ሓሪቕኪ ትፃረፊ ደብሊ ገለ መልታት ትኾንኪ that's all you're going to attract into your life why because you are not taking out ግዜ ኸውፅኺ ነቲ ህይወትኪ ክዕርዮ ኣይትብልን ይኽእል ኣለኹ what are you doing instead ካብቲ ነፍስኺ ወፃኢ ክትገብር ኣለኺ so self reflection ማለት እኮ correct ምግባር ማለት እዩ ነቲ ነፍስኻ ትሪኦ ምሽ okay what do I need to work on myself እንታይ ክዕርዮ ኣለና ኣብ ህይወተይ ነፍስኻ ክትሪኦ ከለኻ within yourself because you can only mask it for so long ولا تشفينكايو eventually كوتس you one day is going to
بس يعوض إنا يقدن yeah I think تقولي تقول لهم she's trying her best but تقولي كل جزء no I so agree with you like I'm not communities كنا حاوية لينا لو أب Europe أتريخيو أب أمريكا whatever there's so many بزح نايمت أحفت لهم ودحق زكاة by the way everybody like أي تحمقوا شركة أي تحمقوا يهم كان سمنت join كقبرنا I'm not community again إذا يبلنا بزح I want خلوا السبات تليهم كم أمزني حفتنا وإنا نحنا community سي فلاد كون قبرو لنا هيلي نيد لنا أو كل حد حتى كده دلي Now, I see a lot of people on social media, even including I recognize my own traumas because I've been working on myself. تمحوي أوشتيو أنا أقول كذا أمنو لي علم مستياتي سلسخات بعتبك نعلم غيراي كلني أوشتي أخسر حزلني قال سبعة تايب لمسيلكي وأنا خموندي أنا بهريو تقبلوا نزعينوتو I believe personality is created by your experience. So بهرخا عند حد صبوا زي كنا من السبت نسخة بهرخا تعريه فيك ديكون كحتكون دلك خمس زبالكيو كتفحر عليك أنتايو نز بهر زسريحو أنتايو أمتيو so do you agree on that do you believe like personalities are created by experiences of childhood and everything yeah
I mean look when I'm a mom دليل أخذ أقول لك لابس علم سي try that you know what I mean look at,
yes.
that's how I see it she came in nothing ولا حنتي يبلان how كم يجراتها ما هيراز كله نجار ترو تلفزيون تريو أنا يقولوا عزديو أنا دبلاديو mom grandma ما حزوتا قال ما تعمل شلكي like now creating because of her experience أفسي أبزا 4 عامة عالم دلاتاسي based on توهبت يعني so it's environment she can change that أنا زي that's it I'm never gonna change زي personality to me is a mask مقبري ما شفت like people say this just the way I am I'm never gonna change this, either you like me or not it's just because it's what this it's really hard for them to look because صراحي if you want to fix yourself, it's a lot of work it takes a lot of work to look at yourself say you know what I have a lot of trauma I need to unpack بزح نقر على اللي تكون كوو نعوو نخريئو sometimes it's painful it makes you emotional you cry you're mad but that's okay it's a process healing so to say this is like yeah of course you can change it you can't say this is the way I am I think it's experience absolutely
do you think that truly يبلنا أنت بلبخم يا خال بزح نجرس يلن حبريتها يلن أنا نسون positive نزارة بالنا positive يدي بالسبب نتتو أمي تقول أنزا trauma for example see I'm gonna give you a حنتي نتي أكسيد نجرس إنه مالتي بتعمل فوتو خاصة فيديو أسيدات ليريا trauma explanation see إلى تك trauma see كم زعمت كراي قد كابزتاتك المحجم عن فيديو سريع حنيرة سخاشة فين كايو تخيد سغم مسيخ تنكف إنه خلقك أوسلس لزلني أو يبل تنكف نيش تنكف عبيل كنا مالتي بس حانتي إذا تنكف كنا يتسمع عني تراما سلزي بالله قصلس لزي بالله شايفين كايون ده حكيت كاخ مش يخب بلا شيء ما يسوق بليو كتحوي ياخد كفتو لك but do you feel like أمنا هنا community وخل مسارحي يلن سبنا نفسه حوي أنزا أنا يحنقول له وسب كنا قلت أنا جيروح الشيء يدسمعه تقول له تبر الله خايد سمعه so do you think we have enough tools to be able to walk that journey
I
in our
think I want to say وقالنا again انتي do society نحنا community خنقيرة دلنا كم زد بالكيو حدا ود سبسي تجأي كم زد هيك automatically انت أنا نجبره label نهو حمو من دي تقللت اندي أزي أمين تلا بخنينا اندي تزاور بخنينا اندي تزاور كنقول كلنا we're making label نهو لنا shame نجبره لنا instead of it's okay because we all should be on medication in fact really sometimes I feel like كنتي ستريس تخرج ودي سبسي اندحر outlet يبلون اندحر
موزي
جود له it's not their fault جود له دولا دكونا it's not their choice examiner مريض صخو مسلم صام we cannot abuse them
judge them.
we
Yeah.
cannot we cannot make them ashamed. And I feel like that's why for me, I'm always talking about this stuff is to open up. I really recognize that daily of community مزراب shame ስለዝኾኑ ሰብ ክፀርፈኒ ኢዶ ከም ዝኽብለኒ ኢዶ ገለመታት that's why ኮ ድሕባእ that's why ኮ cover ዝኸውን it's curtain because outlet እንድሕር ደይብልካ
ከይብሉኒ
ከይብሉኒ I can't stand that word كيبلوني
ከይብሉኒ ከሓሚኒኦም ክብሉኒኦም ኢልካ እግርኻ ተተቆሪፅካ ግን ደም ናፍሰስካ ሶ ኣይትብልኒ ኢኻ ናይ ኢሞሽናል ነገራት ግን ተሓብኦ ፅሉል ከይብሉኒ ከምኡ እዩ ኣነ ብሊቭ ከምቲ እግርኻ ዘንቋዓዘካ ሓንጎልካ ከዓ ከምኡ እዩ ኢሞሽናል ስቴቢሊቲ ካ ብጣዕሚ ኢምፖርታንት እዩ ኣይ ቲንክ እቲ መጀመርታ ስቴፕ ከም ዝበልክዮ ኮሚኒቲ ናይ ድሕነት ኮሚኒቲ ሴይፍቲ ጃጅመንት ካብ ኩሉ ሎንዶ ግን ካብ ናህና ኮሚኒቲ ብሕልፊ ኣይ ፊል ላይክ ዊ አር ኩዊክ to judge somebody بتعم قطفاتنا أبسب ممزان أبسب متنكاف مالتي so I think كلها أنا خنصر حال دولنا بزي less إدنا ويت مبال نقدفو ناتك account أنت يبلو كله ناي سمرت يوتيوب على
سمرت رؤسهم يزبل
أتوقع يدبل يوتيوب أو تأتي ما توصلني هم أنا خلا لك ولا وعلم معتو هذا ما يكأخو ما جرى تيك توك قال لك تيك توك أنت يدبل
I have TikTok كله سمرت رؤسهم
أنا خدتك عيني way after هاتي yeah
and all of them I will the same I just kept my name it's easier
yeah absolutely I think that's wonderful
yeah.
okay so have to so now abnasi I feel like abdek anstyon abdek tabatin sort يفل اللي ያለው እና ደቅ አንስትዮ ኮይና እንዲና ዛረብ ደለና ደቅ ተባዕትዮ መብዛሕትኡ ጊዜ ኣብናርሃ ኮሚኒቲ ሶም እዮም ነፍሶም ዝሓስዩ ክገርመኪ they hurt themselves
they don't talk about it
yeah no I wanna yeah but like you know like would you say is it still sorry ab youtube kasi no that like حجز خلي you can help
oh absolutely كل ጊዜ ኮሙ ይብል my emphasis is qualitative because I'm a woman
women that want yeah
they have feelings just like us نحن طرح لنا feeling دلنا نحن طرح trauma ساتهم كمان يجي تحلفون حسيبكيو like there's so many things that qualitative I feel like sometimes ينفسلك because you talk about it نزارب لينا some give shame خون even more so I don't خمس خوني so I don't بكي so I don't يزاربي why not he has a feeling come on at 70 why not of course is like us I say anyone that's breathing yes
yeah the تنفس كل زب قرية yeah
absolutely
okay kind of topics this is sign of ignorance and oh okay دحاني دالك شما we are not trying to ruin our society I think it's very important نحن حدنا خن زرارب كنت تحققز is important that's why I called her so سمرت شكرا motivation كي كابدي خمت you keep going أبي هيوتكم كل جزء لما تأيكون النير هيوتكي نجراس بقول بمن صحيح كدولكن تحسيغي بزح عالمسي she punched you a lot do you want to talk about it a little bit do you want to give us a little I mean you know there was a time where you should have given up you know but you didn't
yeah when it comes to health obviously كل جزء هيوت كاسي perfect and that's part of life experience خات خيط الخاملتي so it makes you it tests you and كم صوت أخاشعو it gives recognize قبره معرفة إنه strong مخانكا أبزغير با 2017 مالتيو كم زي competition دخلت كله سأل هيزني you know just normal because sport سرح كلها sometimes تنفس خيدة كميو so you can kind of get like flu-like symptom مالتيو after you وتشعر جزية أو سأل هيزني is good for me ليه I got really sick where completely paralyzed هونكو جزية مالتي okay بس ساعات بقسة where you know one day you're walking the next day you're paralyzed you know now he was examine Meskin I'm here to talk about
yes
with you
completely paralyzed from here completely
oh yeah waist down wow I had to learn how to walk I had to learn how to shower بسبب you know انت بيت خير everything basically I was like an assistant ማለት you but when I was in the hospital I always say be delusional مش delusional
That's what I loved about you. You were like, your body is stuck over here and you were thinking, بكال هيك تحال من يركي. عاوز تلاقي بتغلق مسعرة. That's what made me think like, how, like this is, yeah, just.
Yeah, so I was in ICU. So I had they couldn't figure out the beginning ICU قلمتات تقميتي. I was in ICU in إسرام معلتي أب ناي صنع انتهي زفال ICU بتقرنيا.
I see the emergency ناي عنا إح مسك أفت مجمرة emergency room أو ICUC وحما زلوا سبات كموتون كيموتون ديت فلت بتعمي danger زخون حموماتي خاب ICU تقوم عسنا 4 ساعات سبا لهم سون comfortable كريم ماني.
Monitor قلمتات. So I'm أبو خنا it's well first مجمرة when أكل السمكل كإنكم سوالني I thought they
أكل
were
السمكل كون completely
what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry. It's not funny, but
doctor, I was like, you better run the test again.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, it's okay, you know, كان glanbury الحمام حيزة كله إنه تنبسخ تاجروا. You're lucky دمت أخي because you know if you stayed one night you would have died. قال ما تحس you know they just gave me all the lecture. Anyways, نقول يموت صراحة me that doctor is their job to tell you the truth. But مت have right? So they يموتوا ساعة شتى تأكيد مصر they do the rounds and Mr. Russom you know still no sign of change in إجرخي مواجهة برنيدولو and مرفق جرموج they like do all kinds of stuff to my body I can't feel it I اسمعني and some you what's مالت you then I would just sit نبيني I had the worst room ka it's not a room ka I'm serious I had a window but it was like a brick امني you to manda
yeah ولا حتى ساينا بركن كم زبدة
there was nothing
فلا يسكون كيو there yeah
I was like looking at this brick window and I I can't see I can't smell the air I can't like the noise of naidege to zerabasebiti like just the average it's in my to go like I missed it so much you know I miss the air I miss the sun I miss just doing the normal thing so حرماتي سنبت I would just sit there and just أفتي عرات كوينة يحلمني حلمي مش رأي I used to just
حلم نك أثر حلمي نك أثر حلمي حاول توصي إيه بحنقول كده خدنا في كله
yeah so Dr. Hodu and I would sit there and I would just see myself coffee left عراتي جين نفسي انت تماين ناتي after جمعتيس I used to do كله بقاتي exercise قبل نبركو that was me mentally doing it كومي رأي after نفسي that's what I was doing
تحال مخما أود الله غيركي عينك عميتك أبجمال له حد
oh
قوي
yeah
له حد سبورت
I was like nope I was literally visualizing myself doing it I would see myself doing كومو كنا كلام تقولوا نبركو أفتي stage queen and that أدادمكو مس competition دا قبركو that was what I put in my mind because ما أتعمد يو morally disabled الحزينة ينقرون I was like no I can't I'm not listening to this عربي أخذ إخي جزي خد لك you know like moral disabled I'm telling you like it was just
they have to do that right they have to just be honest yeah because ما بزحتوا السب كمان كوميزو خون صغيرة exception غير كيمبر it does happen that yeah
it does happen and it could have because they thought I needed a therapy because of what I was going through they recommend a therapist to come assess me I was like I don't need this I'm not depressed I mean you know emotionally I was like
emotionally
I had
you had the opposite reaction I think most people say why he what told you بقى paralyzed كوينة حجي بقى عشان كلا مبلني رصاقن you were like no this is just temporary
I didn't want that to be the end of my story
yeah yeah
so anyways when komi gabernere and ma'atawi I feed my brain positive like because there was nothing positive around me so I have to find it somewhere I need some positive energy mish and a doctor met you assess كقبرني ناي neurology مالتي to diagnose كقبرني I was like doctor مسودة doctor Neo اسمه I'm gonna come to your office and I'm gonna bring you trophy layer He's like, Mr. Russom, what are you talking about? I was like, because I'm going to walk again. I'm going to compete again. And I'm going to bring you my trophy. He was like, okay. As emotional support.
Emotional كونه كيلو yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. You could do it. And he's probably thinking like
Ask and you shall receive. حتتك وهبك أيو. So you just
yes.
commanded it. You just
asked.
spoke it. Yeah, you asked it. But you asked it as if you already had it. That's what the Bible is commutable.
Exactly. I'm bringing it to myself.
حتى هو هبكم يا حتيتا خمزي أخوان كسعري وانش أخ سعري لا. That's it. Yeah. I think that's called faith, right? Faith is
faith,
that.
hope,
Yeah.
and faith. You have to have
I'm
faith,
not. Yeah.
knowing that it can happen for you, you know? And so anyways, I had a long way to go, recovery, and I went to ICUSA ናብ ካልእ ሕክምና ሰዲዶምኒ ናይ therapy ትገብሩ ማለት እዩ ኣብኡ ከዓ therapy ገይረ and then outpatient ከዓ ዓመትን like 6 months, a year and a half ወሲድለይ ማለት እዩ but I was literally therapy خير because I can't drive. I had to live with my parents. My mom was my caregiver. I used to have a walker.
Wheelchair.
Wheelchair. And then I told my mom one day, I was like, I'm going to go to the gym.
أبو عربي خلاه يزت للغاجي. But you want to go to the gym.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the gym. And she's like, she supported the Ila, honey, that, you know, I'm sure نافعك يا أخي كين حجس I think نشتيت أنهي
هل محل تخيل حاجة ساي تخيل إني غير تبغى تكتب جماعتي غير
yeah. So and I said, but I really want to go. I want to see what I could do. Like let me just move my body. Like, is it really okay? You know, I just want to try it to see what I could do.
Yeah.
And then okay, why don't we a doctor appointment see what they say. Okay, there. So kidnapped the following week, and he did the assessment. Nothing was changing. He said, if you really want to go to the gym, you can. You can just do the biking. So be careful. Oh, that's all I needed. When he said I can go to the gym, I was like,
let me lift everything I can lift. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, it's a trophy that I would have in Masilani. And I remember I took Uber, taxi, malati. Taxi. تايس بالكيري ويل واكر هيومني 4
ما خيدي خمسنا عبيت نستيات لكم لله completely paralyzed كوينا لله
هراي تي wheelchair كأحيزة إذا له so I have a walker and a
wheelchair جيركي بوبر جيركي خستك
just for emergency you have to have it. I hated that wheelchair. I like did not want that wheelchair. So I was like, I don't want to be paralyzed. I don't. He was like, well, you need it. How are you gonna walk? Anyway, so I went to the gym.
Like everything, and then you go into the gym.
You know.
Like I can imagine it, like wheelchair, walking stick, gym bag, everything. Where you going to the gym?
gym bag hang so my poor Uber guy he knew that he was like, is she for real? Gym
yeah.
He's like 24 24 fitness he's like, oh, okay. Was he didn't poor guy up and I remember walking into the gym. I like every shocked you need photo you getting mom some you know. And again I'm excited to just walk into the gym like
I can imagine.
So I walked in, the front desk is like, what? Anyway, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so excited in the gym how you say, and it took me like enough to gym to process of it.
Was it like
everything? It took me a long time to get in, but after it's another condition, it's I have one. That's the message.
Your body was weak, but your mind, your energy was.
I was like, I was there. I was my old mind. So I didn't want to focus on after the whole gizesi, after the whole kunatat. I didn't want to give it energy. So all I was thinking was, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna do this. Next time I go, I'm gonna do 10 minutes. So anyways, bishigleta because you can't really stand on. I thought I could coffee 15 minutes, zero, yeah, zero. The like slowed on it, nati move magbarimbe. The idea of me being at that gym though, it gave me power, positive power.
Yeah.
So that's how I literally changed
حسبة.
my mindset. ولا نفسي أفتح ما كله نتي نفسي تصبط راح يبلونيري. And I used to just listen to positive message دلو inspiration code. I devotional and I Bible do and I كشي بتكريستيان do like all the things that
تمعيو
feed
نجار
your
تخلو
energy.
positive. Yeah.
Everything around me, that's all I listen. Anybody who like people's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, what happened to you? Like they want to be really sad. I immediately I changed their mind. I was like, I'm good, I'm alive, I'm great. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? I'm not dead, I'm gonna be fine. So I like I want them to
Some people like
but
الوطو.
yeah, I want something positive about me. So I was like, I'm good, I'm like I'm great. So I feel like you can literally change your ህይወትካ تغيሮ ትኽእል በተሓሳስባኻ, you know, ኩነታተይ I can't do anything about it. ግን
እስኻ
ኣተሓሳስባ
ተሓስብ እግዚአብሔር ይፍጽም ኣዴኩም ትብል ነራ እስኻ ተሓስብ እግዚአብሔር ይፍጽም ናትኪ ኣብዚ I think the real example is that you just started here and God find you a way for you to
that's
be
it.
able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so then you know I did ብዙሕ ጊዜ ወሲደለይ. And I remember I went to a gym, um, and I hire a personal trainer and I still go to therapy. I hate ግን
ተረብኻ
my
ነቲ ፊዚዮቴራፒ ነቲ ታሕቲ ባዶ ደሎ ማለት እዩ ካብዚ ከዓ ድምፂ ኸድላ
like I worked on everything. And I remember walking into this new gym, and they're like beautiful fit girls. I call it in like my old self basically. And here I am, مركز حذاءاتين after gym. እግረይ sometimes እንዳተዛወር ከለሁ I can't control it. Like I lose my balance. አይርዳኒ. I can't control it. I saw them, and then it's fitness trainer met you. Oh, welcome gonna matati ማለት you. And I was like, I think لما أتسي أبزي حي الله.
ኣብዚ ሕዮ ኣለኹ ወዲቐ
Compete كقبل مزيات انقلالي. Anyway, he was so nice. I just, you know, motivate getting this welcome me. And I just keep showing up every day. I would go like literally 5 to 6 days. I'm there because it's a desire not to nice I want to bring it back.
ኣው
So
ካትኮን
now
ከለካ ቶም ጥዑያት ክትርኢ ደለኺ ይፍትኑ ቶም even the people
they are so beautiful. It's certain I was around people that embody it's an edalio. I would love to after
እቲ ኤነርጂ ኣብ ጥቓኺ ብኩሉ ከቢብኪ ያ
yes. So you manifest what you give out. It's ددلخايو متسكا. I was like, okay, I'm almost there. تحري حدا معلتي ليو نعد خيدي نعدين مام نفاملي تشغيلهم سلوزخونو كخيدي جين علامي مركزك صندوقي مركزتي لك خيدي يقولوا. I have 6 months to do it. That was my first big goal. So نسمرا خيدي نمام كريات تشغيلا because you know they're far away. And Murkusei, I have to because I still had struggle. Get my mom saw me with Ad Murkus. Ad the family. They saw me, you know, being real, like and then I wanted to compete. I wanted to hit my goals. Then I became professional.
professional yeah bodybuilder professional. My goodness, from all this ግን ስመት ሓፍተይ እዚ ማለት I don't know I wish ብትግርኛ ካልእ ሰብ ዓብ ምስ ክሰምዖ ኣለዎ መሪካል ንብል እንዲና ባዕልና ግን somebody ገይርዎ ክትርኢ ከለኻስ I believe like sometimes ባዕልና ኢና ንነብስና ንዓፅዋ like if you have faith means ክረኣየካ ክህልወካ ማለት faith you bring something from nothing into something, you know. እግርኺ paralyze ኮንኪ ሓኻይም ከዓ ትዝብሉ ከዓ ስርሖም ስለ ዝኾነ እዮም ከምኡ ድብልኺ to make it clear أنا أقولتهم إنه تزبلوا تقبل يزبلوا جراتوا يا تفعلوا جرات ما أنتم حقايم جن أبزجن انتايلا نسوم ناس جاي عريلو أنا منفس أصل زي عريته منفس السجان بحسب كويني نزلوا تمتيوا So I really admire you and for sharing your story as well, because you know sometimes ብዙሕ ሰባት ሉ ዘጋጥሞም ኣለዉ ዓብ ነገራት ሒዞም ወስቑ ብሉ I feel like that's selfish. You should come and tell us. So I'm glad that you እስኺ መፂኺ መንጋር ንዓና ኣነ I believe I know እዚኣ ሕተቱ እሞ ክወሃበኩም ድበሃል ይኣምነላ እየ እቲ ደይ ወሃበና መብዛሕትኡ ግዜ ስለ ደይንኣምነሉ ኢና ከም ድወሃበና ኣይንኣምን ኢና but the faith is the most important thing. You know, faith ሃበኒ ኢልካዮ ግን ኣብ ዓድካ ደቂስካ ኣይኮነን ክወሃበካ. You have to
work on it.
You have to work on it, and the state of mind is the most important. It's key. مفتحنا يكون لي حاسب أتحاسبها كده غير سبك غير دلنديو وش تخي غير عن دقخت غير تفتينكا it doesn't work. It never changes.
Yeah. And it's comes in work here. I get dasi. Faith without work is like pointless. Mish. Xavier كلنا نأمن لينا mish. Whatever faith you are. كم يقدرنا نأمن بتكبر سلدر عينا. Like he showed us in tayo mish. So for us, إن إحنا نأمن خوينا كل خبرنا إيو. Then we have to work. We have to be our greater كابتن نفسنا نأمن له نلا علىهم تبناسي. He can do it for us. Again. سبكين كانت أخاتبت fear allo. There's a lot of negative things. So that's why work together لنا نفسخات عريوكو so that you can receive it. Exactly her gift and after الله هبكاسي. Work on it and then walk towards it and then the door will open up for you. You know.
أحنت لها نسمع أخوة كله ستيبس إجزابي زحلت كاس حرايز بلكا. حجينا أمنت أنا دا أرسل سندي تلك حرايب لك. أنا دخان دي حلف لي تلك حرايب لك. So everything قال حرايز بلنا أبونا كله زدلنا ولا بتأملون السخاء زدلا خايز هبكا زدلا خايز هبكا. So it's positive energy ندلنا ساكت يكونن positive عند حد أحاسيبك. كل وقت قالوا يكون تحكوا she said you have to be delusional. That's what she said. So بعرف دكتور أب حما hospitality أب جمني رأب على بحنقولا مجمرته أب سريحاته دحرك أب جبرياته جبراته. So تتدلي أنا جر قدم مسحكا قدم هلاوكا ولا بصدراخا ولا بعليت كترايو أي فلت أب زخت سؤلو لك أب زخت سؤلو خلقا أب everyday كأني كتسرح لك شو عم نحتاج جبر وريدو أديت هتبني رامز لك إجزابيرس وريدو أهي بكاني سباتي يسدلك. He sends people. The taxi driver, he could have said like, you're crazy, just stay at home.
Yeah.
Instead he took you there. تورك خلها أبجم it personal trainer مسئكي حاجزك تزد لي كاسي I don't go you I قلت أملاخ. It gives you exactly when you need it. So it's the faith and the positive energy. Yeah, I loved it. I could talk about this forever. I genuinely believe this.
Look, see, I always believe this too. كل سبسي half time I build new another ملوك دلوا I will learn new. It's part of life. Again, faith يكون يحجزنا. It helps us after the دلوا guide قبرك. كم زي مكينة تزورا مش أنا from A to B وصلت تهم مالتي. For me, that's how I see God. He guides me of now he what direction, you know, comes and then it keeps me okay. I know he can do it for me. Let me just give you this delusional modest. I wish بتقرني I felt that
ما تقن لعلي ولا حلمكم بقى تحلمس أمونه ده اللي أمن
yes good مخانة لعلي مش I'm gonna do this civil. It sounds so ridiculous to you. Come here and as but you know I don't have the money. I don't have this to begin. As long as Xavier he provides for you a way to get there. It's so huge. This don't worry about the how. Just as long as after meet خميسة energy حد عينه تنحركينه you know that you
بخميك بزي قدسات بالله بخميك مسي بزي قدس بانكنا يا عم نخصص له خبنا
It doesn't matter. I didn't know that after حكمنا خوينا أنا bodybuilding كبرية I didn't know for sure meet خميسة I didn't know like why not it can happen. Why not? I wanted it back. I used it in my health. That's why I'm so passionate about this. Setting intentions and having faith and creating the life that you want from your health, financial, relationship. Even for me, having like my daughter, I was like, this is like another, miracle. Talk about asking God you shall receive. Like I literally wrote it down.
You experienced it, yeah. It's not like you experienced miracle yourself, so it's easier to share it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I say ከምኡ ይነግር ደቂ ኣንስትዮ ድዩ ዋላ ደቂ ተባዕትዮ ናይ ግድን ጓል ኣንስተይቲ ዘይኮነ እዚ ንሂመን ቢንግ ዝኾነ እዩ ንኩላህና ጠቃሚ እዩ ሂወትካ ኣብቲ ደለካዮ ሽግርን መከራንሲ እዋይ ኣነ ሓልፈለይኒ ኣነ ኣይከውን እዩ ንዓይ ዕድለይ ክፍኡ ቼንጅ ዳ ቀይርዎ ተሓሳስብኩም ስለምንታይ ኤክሳይትድ እግዚአብሔር ረቢ ማዕረ ክትገብረ ኢኻ I can't wait ክጎይ I can't wait after ብሽግለት I mean literally I was doing محازتي مزين كرياني سنبت I'll never forget نجيريين كنت محازتي مزين كرياني
Yeah. Go break.
how
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
yeah and I told them and I was like she goes Sam they call me Sam you know Samilan and so on كم حد يركب I feel good you know what I was doing I was just fantasizing after جيم كوينة كم خجبري literally one woman she thought I was high from medication they gave me she's like are you okay
No, I got you.
sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta be delusional that's okay
حتى half ناس تلاس to be delusional and being positive are two different things. But the point ساخت cross كتقبلك دليل لا نأبنت كنزال بس إحنا positive family ندحدي بالكا هافتن ندحدي تفلت هونكا طعم ندحدي تفلت هونكا خابي هاختم تصوتخل. So you
yes,
have to حنقول كان تايد بلكا خلا اسخاي تخونني خا مهنياتو حنقولنا program you تا program كاسيتي تازم لا أخايايو. Yeah, so you have to create new delusional كنبلكنا delusional action زي بقولو delusion كوني يزتعرف حلم كوني يزتعرف. عند حد أنا حنقول كا موتيفيت كجبرك هوني وتنات كسب conscious mind كحيزو انت حد غير أصلا كم أنتي نو أب حلمه ونجر عند حرقاتي خب عينها visualize أب حنقول كان تحسي الكايو كم عين سكوت كون تدلي كم عين نفسك خاخد كون تدلي كم يخاخد كون تدلي عند حد program غير كايو حنقول كا it mind نات كانت كسرحة الناس لزخونة it will make it happen and God will guide you that's what she's saying yeah
absolutely
you are passionate about this and I am passionate too and I have a feeling that is a positivity نافتنا هنا communities بسيعوا خاطي يحج بقى like I can feel it
of course 2024 here we come
absolutely guys حجف كومنت تصحفي أبز مسوس أنا أفتت كومنت هاي كتب لي بينك قبل تاكسيناتا كيتكم فالو قبروا بحكي أنا تناتكي فيديوهات كريو خلقو I seriously get inspired and you know what كم تزبلتوي نفسها أمنتا يخبيب كاللخا بمني خا نمني خا تسمع زلخا نمني خا ترد لخا عند حد أنا أب نيجاتيف نجرتو على لخا خونك أنا عند حد أسم زري أسم خبوك عليه simple fact عند حد سحجسي بزح تسمعني را motivation على له فيديوهات على له قول له نحبشة متابع له ساقوالن سيتي وتبعتها يخون بزعبا سبورت خاب كله بزعبا سبورت physical body building يخون emotional يخون كلتي بالانس غير اختار الناس لا تخيل خمس عين حواتنا فالو نقبرن نتابع عين أب تيك توك تمتيا أب تيك توك كلها مساعدة أتدخليهم كنت حاتوا ولا يدخليهم سمرت حافتك أبروميس مي كاب بحجنني بتقرنيا صوري تقرنيا جركي قالت ولا أنا حق زكي فيديو صريح بتقرنيا because we need
okay
we need you
I would love that honestly
this is your people yeah your people need you so
I need my people
yes and we need you because you know what نحن وحداتنا so we need to help each other قانقات أجمالنا you know
hello نحنا كنا أشتم مأدي حنت مأدي I thought that was so sweet like he's like Adina I love that I was like oh my god that's so sweet
yeah he's absolutely right yeah absolutely right and حيث كنت تقول تدري نجار له حنت ساعات أريد إندي حيزكي كلام معلت ملص إن أنتي I will be precise so
yes
anything you want to add to it
yes but أنا اللي إذا كل message دمت أخيو point كلن تأيد تتححز after اللي خايش شجر focus day مقبار you know كم يجري إكزابير سي مع صخم كم تخفتلكي كتأمني إذا كل shares قبل اللي هو ناتي experience is like hopefully it gives you a sight of oh my god I'm gonna be okay oh my god تيجي اللي هو إكزابير كأنا عليه more like ميت خاميت سي السخن أمن positive كن كون كاب مخنياتو it's easy to be negative ترجيحني it's so easy but positive كون سرحي you have to work on yourself you have to نايكال اسمك غيرك نفسنا بعنا إن أنا غير سلزي يحواتي معي نزا opportunity تحبكم تهلاك thank you so much
thank you
and نقول لكم let's get just share love let's help each other
if you don't mind just one question قال ما عاد عدلك بوكم مستمسة فيديو تليفون غيركم تحت وأنا حجة أنت لا do you have a plan in the future to write books about your experience
yes I do
We are
Yes,
waiting.
yes.
بتقدرني آخر رخبة دينا بإنجلش ترى. بتقدرني.
Actually, I mean, the opportunity sometimes it comes and you're not prepared for it. I had an opportunity, I wasn't ready for it. Um, I think I told you that in private that we've been working on my documentary.
Yeah.
Documentary said it's been about 3 عامات درجة خوينو. We are trying to finalize. Hopefully, أبزيد متعامت نودون هون. And you know, from that maybe a book. Obviously,
Yes.
I definitely in depth. I want to definitely write a book about my life.
We
And
want it. We are ready for it. We need it. We genuinely need it. Yeah. Thank you,
thank you.
Shukorina.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming.
Edna. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone. See you,
Thank you
Tala.
so much,
Thank you,
Shukorina.
see
I really appreciate you. Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
Sorry, I was Eddie. Misleni. She's such a sweetheart. I just love her. It's not that channel. كيتكم سنو رؤسهم يدبل أبتحتو تصحوا لكم anyway تاك قبل أبتحتو خلاي follow her guys. ناي بحكي ناي زربا ناي ملحس دي خونا أب هيوتا ወዲቓ ዝተሰጥ completely paralyzed ኮይናስ paralyzed ኮንኪ ክትሓዊ ትኽእልኒ ክገለምታት ገሊሎማስ እዚኣ ጓልሲ እቲ ናይ ብሓቂ ሕቶት እሞ ክወሃበኩም ይድበሃል ኣርያትና ብግብሪ እቲ ከም ዝሃባ እግዚኣብሔር already ከም ዝሕወያ ጌራ ስለዝወሰደቶ ኣብ ርእሳ ተሓኻይም ድበልዋ ኩሉ ፋለው ጌራቶ እያ ምክንያቱ ሶም ንስጋና ንክሕውይዎ እግዚኣብሔር ኣብዚ ምድሪ ታለንት ፓወር ሂቦም ኣሎ ግን እቲ ስፒሪት ናህና እንድሕዳ ተሳዒሩ ጥራይና ንሰዓር እምበር እቲ ስፒሪት ናህና ተደይ ተሳዒሩ ከም ንስዕር ናይ ብሓቂ like ብግብሪ ዝረኣየትና ጓል ኣንስተይቲ እያ ሶ ኣብ ቻነላ ኣብ ቲክቶክ ኣለዋ ኣብ ዩቱብ ኣለዋ ፋሎ ግበርዋ ኣብ ኩሉ we need people like this in our community some command ለጊሶም እቲ ኩሉ ዘጋጠሞም ክነግሩና ሞቲቬት ክገብሩና እንዳኽኣሉ we need to follow her she is very mature she is amazing so guys I hope ክትተባብዕዋ ተስፋ ገብር ኣብዚ ኮመንት ክገርፈልኩም እየ ኩላትኩም ኣታ ሰብስክራይብ ክንደይ ሰብ ኣለዋ ርአየ ኣለኹ I want to see her to go high okay and thank you كأخلاتكم قبل مسانا دمسخم أنت خيلكم لايك كبروا شير كبروا سبسكرايب كأي تحمقوا نزمت زلو sorry نتصبح كأني حنتي جقنا زخونة إيرتراويت حافتنا حيزي أخمت هارو شكر بتعمي يزفتوا كتقع لكم ساعات كندي رافلي نفلت إنا قد مساء كم فرمس كبر كتقع لكم بزح دك أنستي دمس دلو دك تبعتي خاخنا متسخن جمرينا دك أنستي ترايك ونن أبز channel عند حد حسابات لكم بليز صحافوا لي كم زجباري خمزي تجباري لكم دوخنا حجاز زوخنا نقيفتها تخوين يقبلت أرفقن عين فكرنينا أبزي كومنت نهنا مغنياتو لومي جوجل ترانسليت هالو بس حساب كريوس لزخيل نتنهنا كوميونيتي خاني represent خنجبر منتي نحن حتى لكم كنت حتى تدخليهم قلنا نيجاتيف كستاي تبوليهم لايك يتحمقوا شير يتحمقوا love you so much have a great night and thank you سنة زمسكم